for a better future. When just starting out on the path to becoming a researcher, a young boy lost his father, and his direction in life. His appraising skills taught to him by his father were all he had left. But when the desert boom ended and most of the bandits abandoned the ruins, there was one left to value his work. Or no one, my bad. He was plunged into despair, and only by recovering his father's tools, once thrown away in a fit of anger, could he be saved. The reminder of his father's love and the hope he had for him set him on the right path again, and gave him a new strength that will go with him to the next world. I would hope so. Otherwise this kid's going to be in for quite a lot. But anyway, greetings ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smiling Drift4 and welcome back to some more Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy XIII. So, in the last session, we went through the Dead Dunes once more to find ourselves the 3 main tablets to the murals themselves. You know, those things that help us reverse the destroy? Yeah, we did that. And on that way, we also began 2 side quests. If you guys don't know what they are, you can check them down below in the playlist somewhere around for anything that you missed. And today, well, I think we make up for our exploration and lack of fights by actually proceeding on with the main quest. And hopefully, we'll be completing day 4 today. I'm not going to say for certain, but I'm hoping for the best. Now, I'm going to go right here from where we left off because of dinner reasons. And we're just going to head over to the Sacred Gate. With all 3 tabs in hand, we can finally examine these dang murals. And hopefully get ourselves a revelation on what these collapses are supposed to do. Or what the background story of the Nova Crystallis is about. Because, to be honest with you, I am not that familiar with the Nova Crystallis. I have no clue about it whatsoever. Now that aside, let's get to work. Alright. Now, one thing that I should show you right now is these areas are hollowed out. It's a way of keeping track of you, of where you've already been or haven't been if you've already explored this area. Anything that's highlighted in white, or we just been there, or we're heading there, we are there, whatever the case may be. It's a good way of tracking yourself. And, actually I don't have too much to say, really. I'm, going a bit on a whim. Oh, hold on a sec. Yeah, I'm going on a bit of a whim here. I'm not gonna tell you everything that's gonna happen. We're just basically gonna follow a set pattern. So, before we head to our first mural, we're gonna go talking to a certain little-eyed robot. Or does he have any eyes? I don't know. Do they have eyes? That I'm not sure of. Well, we can talk about that later. Let's get into a fight. Up. As you can see, costume changes once again. Well, for some reason I want to go with a modernistic, white and black design for my character. And this time around, I brought in the Guardian Quarter design. As we didn't really demonstrate this that much even in the beginning of the game, so I kind of felt bad, and I wanted to equip it again, I should say. My way of making up for what I lost. Or what was lost. My special gift to you guys. Anyway, skeleton. You wanna get him? Yeah, I get him. Also, I did change back the heavy guard from counterspell. Because when testing it, counterspell does not work well against this guy. Because for some odd reason, he still hits us and drains our HP, and that's something I'd prefer not to have happen. It's a little annoying, honestly. Anyway, before we go on, gonna do this right now. Pilgrim's Crux. Because I didn't do this earlier, we're gonna open the way to another gate. Now, unfortunately, this one does not have a cactuar stone like the other one.
I'd say this is a shortcut out of the ruins. Good to know if you need to get back to the desert fast.
True that.
Since you went to the trouble of unsealing the door, why don't you follow the path and see exactly where it leads?
I appreciate the offer, Hope, but I'm gonna cut you off on that, as we already know where it's gonna lead. Anyway, I'm gonna come over here. Do we want to hand over 3 inertias of Bhakti's fuel to him? Well, since we took the liberty of collecting at least twice more than we needed, why not?
Thank you very much. I feel so lubricated once again. Though, my bearings do creak quite a bit after so long without servicing. But I suppose I am just a robot. A few creaks are only natural. I do envy you humans, who do not need regular maintenance.
Maintenance? No. But we do get hurt, and then we need rest and care if we want to get better.
Yes, but the humans these days do not age nor die, compared to a robot that will never... get better if it breaks down. Yours is a life of infinite chances.
Well...
Now you have a chance of your own. So what about those friends of yours who need saving?
They are just this way. Follow me. I was able to successfully burrow through this stubborn wall, thanks to my new fuel. However,
The door has been unlocked. You would not be able to get this earlier, obviously.
everyone, I do apologize for your long wait. You must have been quite troubled by being trapped in here for such a long time. Do not worry. You are free now to leave. There does not appear to be a response. Do you suppose they are sleeping?
Are your friends out of fuel too? If they're like you, then they'll just need their tanks filled to be up and running again.
Wait for it.
They would have little use for such fuel. They are humans after all.
What did you say?
Humans, huh? Well, funny you mention humans because... oh, man. From this little pile of corpses you get 1200 gil, a Boxy's oil for some reason, even though we don't need it, and a Pilgrim's Crux to make up for the one we used.
We've been trapped for some time now. There's no food or water left. It looks like this is the end for us at last. If you're reading this, I hope you'll respect the wishes of the dead. Take our remains and give us a decent burial. Oh, and one other thing. I imagine you found a robot on the other side of this wall. If it stopped working, please bury it together with us. If it's still moving though, please fix it up and find it a new home. We may look like fools for worrying about an old robot in our last moments, but Bhakti is not just a robot. He has always been our greatest ally, companion, and friend.
Ouch. Alright. I guess it's time to break the news to the robot. Oh, this hurts a lot.
My goodness, everyone looks quite different than I seem to recall. Why have you become so thin? Did the many long years spent in this dry desert air absorb the moisture from your bodies?
These people.
My friends, they do not seem to be able to start up. If they have broken down, I will need to obtain new parts and repair them.
Bhakti.
Bhakti, you can't repair a human like that. They're just gone. When humans die, they never wake up again.
Never start up again? But we are finally reunited after so long. I rationed my fuel so carefully, all in an effort to witness the end of the world together with them, my dear friends. I had no idea that they needed constant refueling. They must have thought that I had abandoned them here.
I don't think they did. They would have known that you were doing everything you could to save them. I'm sure they were grateful for that.
I thank you. Humans are a kind species. I truly did love these human companions of mine. Farewell, my friends.
And there you go. A reunion between a robot companion and his friends who are dead. Oh man, this is heartening, even if it is just a robot, but alas, the world is what it is. We can't change anything. From this we get the cyber scanners, some buffs, and, as a little shocking twist,
Bhakti, you were the best friend these people could have hoped for. The light of these souls. They're the proof of how grateful your friends were.
farewell, Bhakti. May you be in heaven with your friends. May you be able to reunite with them once again in the future. But man, it is disheartening, dang it. I mean, I know this is supposed to be a game about just the end of the world coming and all, you know, the coming of God, 13 days to save the world, etc., etc., but you've got to admit it, this is some depressing stuff. It really is. And just watching stuff like this happen just disheartens me. It really does. I'm sure you guys feel the same way who have played this before, or are watching me play this game. Seeing a robot break down, going back to a family and telling them a lie that their friend won't come back. You know, the Purple Lightning Quest. And just, I don't even know what to say. It's just really disappointing. If we were truly a savior, you think we'd be able to save a lot more people than this. And just have, instead of putting Bhakti to an end. It really is a sad time. But the past is the past. All you can hope for is a greater future, where Bhakti and his friends will be able to hang out together once more. Maybe in a world where they can never die. Well, that might be a little far-fetched, but you know what I mean. You never know what could happen with the Final Fantasy universe. This game is pretty random in terms of its game elements and story. You never know what will happen. Just gotta hope for the best. Alright, goblets. I'll take out my sadness on you because you are monsters, and it's just that easy. Dun dun dun! I probably should start showing off the Guardian Core a little more. I really need to do that a little more. Well, I can wait a bit. Alright, come over here to the Twilight Gallery. We can set a tablet in here to view this mural, and let's see what we get.
Then. Impress me. After all this, these murals better blow me away. Or else I'm gonna have some words for you.
Well, don't blame us. I was the one who had the idea, so don't pickpocket us or hurt us because of stuff like that.
I have this old rhyme, you know. Come, pity poor Etro, she was left all alone. Her blood pouring forth in chaos to atone. Queen of nothing, goddess of death, so let her be known.
And then Lindsay, in his wisdom, used the blood that flowed from Etro to give birth to the first humans.
Yeah, so we could do his dirty work. Among my people, Lindsay was known as a trickster, never to be trusted. Though, in the end, even our own god was no different. Pulse used us and threw us away all the same.
Yeah, I think we've all learned not to trust the gods.
At least it gave me the chance to meet you all. But then, after hundreds more years in Crystal, we wake up again. And for what? So Vanille can go mad listening to the cries of the dead? The gods want to make us pawns. But Vanille and me, we're done playing their games. It needs to stop.
Vanille and Fang. They once supported Cocoon in their crystal sleep, frozen forever in time. But why did they awake now, at the end of everything? What purpose could God have in doing such a thing? What sort of plan does he have up his sleeve?
Who knows? He is God after all.
That's a piece of a crux, right? What is this? All we get is some rubbish. Really?
It's no rubbish. It's the crux to the sacred gate. Or at least one piece of it. All you have to do is gather all the pieces and put them together.
So, 2 more to go, right? 3 seems to be our favorite number. 3 murals, 3 shrines, and now 3 crux pieces.
Go figure. Well then, let's get to work.
You've got all the tablets, right? Go around to each of the galleries. You should be able to see all 3 murals now.
Yeah, yes, we get hope. We already knew this in the beginning. With all our tablets in hand, we can go visit all the murals and find out some more about the history of the gods. And again, kind of depressing stuff when you think about it. Especially with the mural. I mean, the god that used people for their own, things. In a way, you can say every religion's like that, just worshipping a god, doing what he thinks is the right thing to do. Kind of reason why I'm not a big fan of religion and all that. Just seems all kinds of depressing. Ow! You son of a monkey! You're gonna pay for that heavily. How is it that this has more defense than the other ones? I don't understand this. Oh well. Maybe that's what I should do, just switch around the heavy guard and the meta guard. Because it seems like... Oh no, because then if I did that, I'd be wasting the thing. You know, let me see this. If I were to give... Well... Let's see, if I were to give this the Guardian Core Shield, it does much better. The guard defense gets reduced a bit. Maybe I'll do just that. I'll just remove this, and I'll give this class to the Juno Sopita thingamabobberer. And we'll see how all that works. As now I have heavy guard for this, and it's kind of in place. Alright, then we should be good to go. Now where were we? Oh, wait, did we just... we're walking back towards the Twilight Gallery, my bad. Again, easily confused. It's always been a thing with me.
Together
You son of a gun! Alright, that's it, go on. Get him on. Let's go. Come on, bro, let's go. You think you can mess with me? You think you can mess with me? How dare you! Arrow, arrow, arrow away! Ah, how's that feel? How's the power of a goddess? Feel it. Feel my power. I'll show you no mercy. Oh, heavy slash. Kaboom! Alright, healer, 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 healer. Come on. There you go. Still gets healed from Fang though, unfortunately. Alright. Aha, there we go. Actually defends against it.
I was just getting started.
And just get slow from that. As per usual. Alright. So next up we have the, let's see. It's the one at the Gallery of Creation, that's it. Can't remember the names of these ones solely. Gotta have the paper for that. Ooh, a triple threat. Oh, you... Ah, come on! Don't be such a freaking jackwagon. Not cool, dude. I have 4 EP left, and I want to save all this stuff for when I need it. And believe me, I will need it. Well then. Well, disappointing, but... I guess it is what it is. Now I just gotta head over to that cactuar stone once again. It's gonna take a little time. Hopefully we'll run into some monsters and then get some more EP back. I prefer to have at least all my EP by the time we actually get done with this section. Oh, come on! One time I actually want to fight monsters.
About the sacred gate. It seems to be responding to that crux piece that you're...
Yes, Hope, I know this. I know this 1,000 times. You don't have to keep reiterating it, man. Like, really. There's no reason to keep talking about this stuff. We know all this. We're not idiots.
And complete the crux, I'm certain you'll unlock the door to the Cladis.
Yes, but I'm assuming... Alright. I was about to say, well, we do need to complete these crux in order to do it, Mr. Genius. And then I read the actual phrase he said, and now I feel like an idiot. I really do. Alright.
Hey, Lightning. You feeling this? The air's different in here. I think we're close. We have to be. This heavy, cold atmosphere. It's got to be the power of the Cladis. What else could it be?
Well, it could be a dim environment. I mean, we are pretty much underground at this point. It makes sense that the air feels different, much colder. Heck, I'm surprised we have any air in here, considering just how underground we are. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, set up the tablet, please.
Mural. I paid for this show, and I want to get my money's worth.
What money?
Hey, Lightning. What do you make of this, then?
It's the story of the gods. Or rather, the story of us. It shows how humanity was born from blood spilled by the goddess Etro. But we weren't made to live forever like this. We were put on the world to serve the gods, do their bidding, and then die.
But then the chaos broke through and changed the rules. Everything went pear-shaped, and suddenly it's like dying became an option. We became immortal, or that's how it felt at first.
You stopped aging the moment the chaos came, but misfortune and disease could still kill you.
And we don't multiply and fill the land anymore. No one's been born in centuries. You know, I always thought that death wasn't the end of us. Like our souls wouldn't disappear with our last breaths. They'd never really die. They'd come back. That's why I was never afraid to die for something I believed in. But now, I don't know. Dying feels like the end of the line. Like there's no hope of being reborn. Our souls will just get lost in the chaos forever. No second chances. I guess that's what Vanille wants to put a stop to. She figures this is her chance to save those lost souls.